Hello everyone, welcome to the Spirits Within Us. My team's here, creators here. I have no idea what we're going to read on. We'll just get the cards and we'll see where we're guided. Now, any negative energies that are being sent towards the channel, to myself or to you the viewer, I transmute that into pure, unconditional love, light and healing energies for all our minds, bodies and souls. And I'll send out love to those who are sending it and hope that they find joy, peace and happiness in their hearts. And on that, let's get the reading going. Oh, by the way, thank you for my new subscribers and your comments. I've read them all and I've liked them, and thank you. So, let's see what we can get for you today. Okay, we have the Hanged Man, we have the Moon, and we have the High Priestess. Seems a little bit karmic, so we'll go to the past life ones. We'll do a few today if we can. We'll mix in a few different cards. Obviously the Hanged Man, I always have my cards on the upright, on the upread. So we've got two moons here with the Hanged Man and the Moon, and you also have the High Priestess. Now, with the Hanged Man, I always say that they look like swords and wands around him, and there's a mirror there with obviously a gate, a garden gate, and he's dropping coins from his hands, but he's upside down dancing in the moonlight in these silks. Now with the Moon we have the I nearly said the High Priestess, so I do believe that something was being done to an High Priest, High Priestess in the Moon. And obviously on that card, the Moon card, the back's showing, so it was obviously something was being done behind your back. So we're going to see what we get from this. Okay, over the top of the Hanged Man we have imprisonment, persecution and judgment. So I believe that in this situation you had someone who was trying to imprison you. They were being, it's got persecution, so they were saying you were doing things and you wasn't doing things. We've got rats here, so I reckon they were a bit of a rat themselves, and they were bringing on this to you. It's imprisonment. We've got, what did I say? Oh yeah, persecution, sorry. So imprisonment, they were trying to imprison you, but it seems like, you know, well, we'll carry on with the reading, but already straight away I'm getting that they were imprisoned, to be honest. I think they were already imprisoned. They were imprisoned within their own mind, their own self-being. They didn't want to escape. It seems as though this person sitting here, if you see, they're just sitting there. They're happy to be sitting there, whether it's a male or a female energy, you know, and they have rats around them. So this energy, what I'm sensing, they had a lot of rats around them. They've got a little bit of light shining in on them. So Creator was there trying to guide this person in the right direction. And it looks as though they're just sitting there being all stubborn, to be honest. Now we have the Moon card and we have servitude, sorry. Loss of power or control. So, and that's coming the upright, and so I do believe that this person, they were doing things under the Moon, but they lost their power basically for what they were doing. They wanted you to worship them. This is what I'm getting from the cards. They wanted you to worship them. They were trying to be in control of you, and it turns out that you're the High Priestess or the High Priest. That ain't gonna happen, is it? Oops, I don't know what, I'll use that one, but one fell. So we have phobias, anxiety, overcoming fears. So you're the High Priestess, so, and it's in the downward. So they were trying to give you anxieties and fears. You know, they were giving you phobias about yourself, but you're the High Priestess, and this is what they were trying to inflict on you. But but all the time they were basically inflicting it on themselves, because that is who they are. That is what kind of a world that they actually do live in. We have education, and it was upside down, learning, teaching. I am not sure whether that should have fell on there, because it, right, we'll put it here, because yeah. So they wasn't willing to accept any teaching. They weren't willing to learn. Like I said before, with the imprisonment, that light shining on them, and it seems as though they wasn't willing to accept the light of Creator, of Source. They wasn't prepared to accept the help, the learning or the teaching. I believe that you came in and you were supposed to help and teach this person, learn them in some way, shape or form, and they didn't want to accept it, to be fair. We have relationship, repeat, shift, release or enjoy. So there was something going on with a relationship. It was a relationship. I'm sensing that you were in a relationship with someone. They didn't shift. They didn't release an old energy, an old relationship by the looks of it. So this is what was being hidden. This is what they were hiding from you. They were still in contact with an old relationship, an old ex-partner, you know. And then we have something was missing, intimacy or fertility issues, and that's fallen over the High Priestess. So in this situation, something was missing, and you knew it was. You being the High Priestess, you know, you knew that there was something missing. There was no love in this relationship, and you knew it. You knew it. There wasn't. So I believe that you let them go, to be fair. We have overworked, out of balance. So yeah, this person was out of balance, and they were working overtime to bring you out of balance, and I don't think they did it, or they did it in some way, shape or form, where we have the anxiety card there. So they were trying to create imbalances in your life, in your work, in basically in every aspect of your being. This person was trying to bring you downfall, to be fair. Then we have the moon, devotion. There was no devotion. Spiritual practices, intuition, history. So yeah, whatever this person was doing behind your back, or, you know, bringing, we've got intuitive history. So it's something from their past, basically. They were still, I believe they were still in some sort of a relationship with people from the past. We've got spiritual practices, and I believe that they were doing it. It's divination. They were doing it under the moon. They were doing dark stuff, basically. They were doing like bad stuff against you, you know, misleading you, gossiping, talking about you, anything that was bad, they was trying to do it to you, basically. And it is, some people say spell casting, but spell casting can be done easily with your mouth or with your thoughts. So this is why you're supposed to watch what you say and watch what you think. Now, over the High Priestess, we have the warrior, the courage, taking on challenges. So this is it. They were trying for you to lose your courage, to lose your ability, to lose who you actually are as the High Priestess. They were trying to bring in all these difficulties to you. This could be actually going on now. This could be going on now. This is what someone's doing to someone. You could be actually going through this situation now. We have Archangel Gabriel with communication of all kinds. So, yeah, Gabriel came in. 1 second. Sorry, it gets noisy. Okay, so Archangel Gabriel came in and he was communicating with you. So I do think it was a past tense. He was communicating with you, and he was telling you exactly, you know, he's got the book in his hand there and the yawn, which is bringing it to your attention. That's what was going on. I keep getting all these same kinds of readings, basically. So there's a lot of you out there who have actually had some traumatic experiences with a male or female partner in your life at some point, and they've been doing a lot behind your back. Things were hidden, lying, cheating, stealing, basically, to an high priest, high priestess. Now, over the moon, we have success, personal or professional achievement. So you've seen all this, you connect to your spiritual team, and you're very connected. You pray, you connect, and you've got, in this card, you've got him looking through a spyglass, because you actually knew what was going on. I believe you did your own kind of investigating as well. So, whether it be Facebook or any apps or anything like that, you were on it. You were listening to what this person was saying. This person thought that they were hiding things, but you're very intelligent, very switched on, very intuitive. So every time they said something, you were remembering what they were saying, and you'd be like, well, they've said that name now 3 or 4 times, and why do they keep repeating that person's name? So then you'd go and you'd investigate, how you go sneaking about on Facebook and that. So I know that comes across as being bad, but some people need to find these things out. If you can't find the truth, and you're living with a liar, someone who's telling you lies and cheating and being deceitful, even when you bring confrontation, because with Archangel Gabriel bringing you the truth in the situation, you was actually being told by your team, by Spirit, what was going on. So every time you had, your intuition came into place, you would confront this person, and they would just gaslight you. They'd probably be screaming and shouting, and they'd get to a point where they were shouting and they were spitting as they were shouting. This is what I'm seeing. That's how vile and angry this person would be, just to hide the truth. But didn't they know that that's admittance of the lie, the way they scream and shout like that? And I do believe that you cottoned on to this, and you knew when they were lying, and you knew when they were telling the truth. You knew the gaslighting that was going on, and I believe you just turned in on yourself. They were still around, they were still with you, and all the time you was looking for the answers. You were trying to find something out, because I believe you lived with this person and you were trying to find the truth to this situation. So you were trying to find some sort of truth to say, look, this is the truth, now get your stuff and get out. So, this is what you were doing. This is what I'm picking up on this, because you're the high priest, high priestess anyway. Now, gosh, we have Archangel Raphael with love, healing and miracles. So I believe you are an healer, and you are a miracle worker, and you're very full of love. But this person was trying to sway you from who you are. So you didn't give any love, you didn't give any healing. You was basically, they were trying to gaslight you into not believing in yourself, and I think all the time you actually knew what they were doing, so you just carried on. And it was like as though when they weren't around, you'd do your meditation and you'd do your prayer, and even maybe at night time when you lay in bed beside them, you'd close your eyes and pretend you were asleep and do your prayers then in the silence of the night. And your team was around you, and they all knew, they all told you, and you was well aware of exactly what was going on in this situation. Over the Hanged Man, we have personal power, strength and determination. So yeah, they was determined to make you lose your strength, your power, your personal power. And this is what they were trying to take from you. And they had none themselves, basically. They hadn't got none, and they definitely don't have any anymore because of what they were doing to you. Anything that this person, be it male or female, was trying to inflict any kind of harm or injustice on you, it's all gone back onto them, basically. They're getting everything back to them at the moment. Wow, we have passions and interests, hobbies, sports, favourite pastimes. So yeah, they have very deep childhood woundings. This person does very, very deep childhood woundings that they seem to inflict on others. You see them you know, you've got a child here with a mother figure, a little boy, and with a mother figure. It just reverses the roles. It could be any gender in either situation. Even as a child, they were trying to inflict pain and harmony. I think they do have woundings from their mum. They may have been, see, I've just got adopted. They may have been adopted. So they were given up. So even from birth, they have a deep-seated, I'm feeling it is a male. They have a deep-seated wounding for females, to be honest, and ever since they were a child, because of this wounding of their mum giving them up, they've always had that every woman that they're going to be in contact with is going to reject them. So obviously straight away they give all their childhood woundings to any woman that they come in contact, whether they're loving or toxic to this person. It doesn't matter. They'll give out anything bad that they can. And what I'm also seeing is that they seem to, because of this, they don't seem to stay in a relationship for a long period of time. So they will keep moving on, but they will keep in contact with you just in case they want to come back someday. And this is what they do. It's a pattern that they go through. They continuously do this, and then every woman that they've been with, whether it be toxic or whatever, they'll carry this forward into the next relationship, and they'll tell this other, oh, this is the person, and they'll point them out. I do believe this is something to do very much with the internet, and they'll point their ex-partners out to their new partners and say, look, that's the person who did all this to me, and I'm very wounded and that, but it wasn't. They was doing it to them. And then that's what they do. They gather all these, they call them flying monkeys. So they gather all these people then to hate on the past person, to inflict woundings and harm to them. And that's what the moon is all about. That's how the spell works. They unwillingly to others, they are recruited to this person's task of destroying their past person, basically. Okay, to the High Priest, High Priestess, we have caretaker, putting others first. That's what they didn't want you to do. They didn't want you to be putting others first. Basically, they wanted you in isolation. They didn't want you to work, as in an outwardly aspect. They didn't want you to be caring, loving and kind. And, you know, see, again, it is on the upside down, but it's so much easier for me to show it you. You have a caretaker there, a woman again, looking after a little boy. So I do believe that this person is trapped. They're very much a little boy. You can reverse the roles if you want to, into a male or a female who was attacking you. Because if you are the High Priest, High Priestess either, you know, just switch the genders, you know. But this is how I'm seeing it. So they are very, very, very wounded childhood. Like I said before, they are wounded as from a child. Now we have a longing for love, loneliness, and there's 3 people there. So they were in a third-party relationship. It didn't come upside down. So yeah, they were definitely in other relationships. They wasn't just with you. So all the investigations and all the names that you was checking out and like thinking, oh yeah, I know that name, he said that name or she said that name more than once, and I've never actually met this person. They're just talking about someone from the past. And it's strange that everyone that they was talking to you about from their past have hurt them in some way, shape or form. It was never a good thing. They would always put something bad out there about their past relationship to plant a seed in your head that they were injured or hurt by a past person, and that would make you then investigate all these past people that they were talking about. But I do believe that you actually did find the actual person that they were with, parent, child, family. Yeah, they were in a relationship. They were married, or they had a long-term relationship, and I believe you actually found out who this person was, and this person is someone who they will continuously go back to. They have a lot of people who they date and they are with, and they all, when they end any relationship that they've been in and they start persecuting that person with another person, it seems as though they're always in a third party relationship. So basically they've got three people. So they'll be with you, they'll have this past person who they'll always go back to no matter what, and they'll have a new relationship waiting in the wings if you fail. So when you fail, they'll go back to this last person who they've always gone back to, the one who is toxic, who is as toxic as them, because they accept that in their life, and they will always do that. And then they'll go and put all of this bad toxicity onto another new person who's done nothing at all wrong, who just thinks that this person is beautiful and full of light and love, because this is what I'm getting. That's what they try to show others. And this person who they've always gone back to, I think they do some sort of a spell work. That's where the spell work is. They're the ones who are doing the spell work with them to help them, but they're not. They're saying that they're friends. They are their friends, but they want to be more than a friend, and they cause dramas with any relationship that they've been in or will ever be in. So until this person, might be it male or female, removes this toxic energy from their life will never ever change. They will never grow from their old patterns or woundings, because this person also has very bad woundings, you know. We're on the High Priestess, and we've got resourcefulness, intelligence, mental action, rightful thinking. So yeah, they didn't want you to think. They were trying to block your intuition. They were trying to block whatever you had going on in your mind. Anything they were trying to block. They were trying to bring you down. They were probably calling you, you know, stupid, saying you were crazy, those kind of lines, you know. So I'll go on to the Hanged Man, Archangel Zachiel, compassion, freedom, forgiveness. So yeah, Archangel Zachiel came in, and he gave you your freedom. He gave you the compassion and the wisdom to forgive this person for all of this, what they were doing, because they were trying to, you know, you've been on a massive healing journey basically because of what this person put you through, be it male or female. And he came in and he gave you back your compassion. You know, I don't think you ever lost it, but you needed compassion to forgive this person. You have to forgive people to let them go. And once you forgive, you let them go. And once you let them go, that's when everything starts coming back on them. And they were on the moon. Yeah, so leadership, power of authority. This is what I say. Once you let go, once you actually let go of this person, they lost all power over you, and they will lose all power. So if this is a situation also that someone is listening and is going through, you've got to let this person go. Let them go. Give them, you know, you be free. Forgive and let them go. Forgive them and let them go. I know it's hard because you might have had really, it could have been physical, mental, or anything, or you could be going through that, and my heart does go out to you because I know what it's like and it's not good. So let them go, and that's what happened. You let them go, and they lost all authority, all power, anything that they ever had claim over you, because you are the High Priestess. And here we go. Archangel Michael, there he is. He came in with strength, courage, and letting go of what I've just said. He came in and he helped you to cut those cords, those attachments, anything, any spell work, any drama, any conflict, anything that these people I'm saying these people because I believe that it was more than one person involved were doing to you. And he came in and he used his sword and he cut all those cords for you, and he helps you to let go. Then he gives you back your mental clarity, bringing you back into your high priestess status. Expressive talents, creativity, the arts. So that's it. He came in and now you're very expressive, you're creative, you're being yourself, and you know, you're so talented, by the way, and you've been through a traumatic experience, but I think that you needed this to grow, this karmic past or present that you're going through. You needed it. I think it is a past. We've got deceit, betrayal, manipulation. So yeah, that's what they were doing under the moon, basically. They were being deceitful, manipulating. You know how it goes, what I've said in the story. And we've got Archangel Raphael, justice, discipline and harmony. So yeah, he came in, he brought in the justice, the discipline and the harmony. And you're basically peaceful. You know, you're getting your justice for what this person did to you. Everything, basically, what they did, because you are the high priest, the high priestess. You're basically untouchable. You knew everything what was going on though, and they knew you knew. And it's like as if they were like, duh. You know, they have, yeah. So anyway, I'm going to close this reading because they like you to read them down. They are not the toxic people. But anyway, so over the Hanged Man, we have judgment. So judgment was called on this situation for the high priest, high priestess. And whatever was being done in the moon, it didn't matter, because you are the Hermit. You had Creator with you all the time, and you learned from all of this. You went in, you did all your work, your healing, your everything. And that is where the Hermit falls over the moon. So you knew everything that was going on, because once you go and you learn exactly what, you know, you amping yourself up after being, you are the high priest, high priestess, obviously, and you learn everything, you cut the cords, you do your ancestral healing. Once you start raising your vibration, basically everything gets properly shown to you. So you know, you have all the clarification that you will ever need. And then we have the star, because you are the star, and this is why they were doing this to you, because you're the star. And yeah, you're the star, you are the star, high priest, high priestess. So it doesn't matter basically what they did and what they thought they could get away with. They got away with nothing. They got away with nothing. Whatever illusions they were trying to cast, it was just illusions for them, not for you, because you've seen everything. You knew absolutely everything that was going on in this situation. So I'm going to close this reading, and I do thank you all for watching, and I do appreciate you all, every single one of you individually. So from myself, from my team, and from Creator, we wish you unconditional love, light and healing energy. Thanks for watching, guys. Bye.